Nikki Haley's abrupt resignation costing President Trump one of his administration's marquee stars, his UN ambassador and one of the few women in his cabinet.
It was a blessing to go into the UN with body armor every day and defend America, and I'll always do that, but I will tell you that I think it's time.
The president today praising Haley, the former South Carolina governor, who during the campaign was a frequent Trump critic.
She's done a fantastic job, and we've done a fantastic job together.
The sudden departure stunning many White House aides, privately grumbling that Haley should have waited until after next month's midterms. Her resignation letter, obtained by NBC News, is dated last Wednesday, the same day Haley met privately with the president. The daughter of Indian immigrants dismissing any immediate political ambitions of her own.
For all of you that are going to ask about 2020, no, I'm not running for 2020. I can promise you what I'll be doing is campaigning for this one.
And going out of her way to compliment the president's daughter and son-in-law.
I can't say enough good things about Jared and Ivanka. Jared is such a hidden genius that no one understands.
So why now? That's unclear. Late last month, before President Trump mocked Christine Blasey Ford's testimony of her alleged sexual assault by Brett Kavanaugh, an accusation Kavanaugh denies, Haley argued accusers should be heard.
It's not something that we want to do to blame the accuser or to try and second guess the accuser.
And weeks earlier, Haley shot down speculation that she's the anonymous senior official who authored that explosive op-ed claiming to be part of the Trump resistance, insisting, when I challenge the president, I do it directly. Ambassador Haley says she will stay on through the end of this year. So who replaces her? The president says his daughter Ivanka would be incredible, but acknowledges he'd be accused of nepotism. And late tonight, Ivanka Trump tweeted, "It will not be her."
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.